Welcome to Sacred Echoes of India. In this segment, we'll analyze the strategic chessboard India is navigating in the aftermath of the recent conflict, specifically looking at the diplomatic and economic moves it's making against Turkey and Azerbaijan, while also considering the complexities of its relationship with China. Following the recent conflict and the perceived support of Turkey, China, and Azerbaijan for Pakistan, India appears to be taking a multi-pronged approach involving diplomatic, strategic, and economic measures. India has strongly condemned the statements of Turkey and Azerbaijan for their support of Pakistan and criticism of India's actions against terror camps. There are widespread calls within India to boycott Turkish and Azerbaijani goods and tourism. Travel platforms like Ease My Trip has issued advisories against travel to these countries, and Make My Trip has discontinued promotions for them. Indian traders have begun boycotting Turkish products like apples and marbles. Trade between India and both countries where India holds a surplus is facing strain and a potential decline. India reportedly cancelled a naval shipbuilding deal with a Turkish defense firm in 2023. India revoked the security clearance of a Turkish ground handling company operating at major Indian airports, signaling direct punitive action. India is actively strengthening ties with regional rivals and opponents of Turkey and Azerbaijan, including deepening defense and strategic cooperation, including potential naval collaboration in the Eastern Mediterranean and arms sales to Armenia, enhancing strategic partnerships, economic cooperation, and energy collaboration. The Indian public has expressed strong anger and a desire for a boycott of these nations. While China has historically supported Pakistan and has ongoing border disputes with India, the provided information does not suggest India is taking direct diplomatic or strategic steps against China. The relationship remains complex due to border disputes, China's close ties with Pakistan, and differing geopolitical ambitions. Despite tensions, China remains a significant trading partner for India, suggesting a degree of pragmatic engagement continues. India views some of China's initiatives with caution and is strengthening ties with countries that are also wary of China's growing influence. Azerbaijan is facing similar diplomatic backlash and calls for boycotts due to its support for Pakistan. While trade is smaller than with Turkey, India has a trade surplus with Azerbaijan, and this could be impacted. India's growing defense ties with Armenia, which has a long-standing conflict with Azerbaijan, is a significant strategic counter. India's response appears to be focusing on diplomatic condemnation, economic pressure through boycotts and potential trade restrictions, and strategic realignment with their regional rivals, continuing to manage the complex relationship with a focus on strategic competition and economic engagement without direct punitive measures. Related to this specific conflict being explicitly mentioned, this delicate act of managing multiple and at times conflicting geopolitical relationships underscores India's evolving foreign policy and its determination to protect its interests in a rapidly changing global landscape, even as it seeks regional stability. The long-term success of this multi-pronged approach will depend on a confluence of factors, including the reactions of the targeted nations and the border shifts in international power dynamics. Future actions and development could alter this assessment. The world must recognize that the fight against terrorism requires resolute resolve. India has demonstrated its commitment to defending itself. Now, the international community must ask itself, can we afford to tolerate states that use terrorism as a tool of foreign policy? Lasting peace hinges on a clear and consistent global stance against this menace. Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful videos. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.